Hello, guys. It's your boy John Doofus here, and right now we're playing Skyrim, and well, we're trying to negotiate an end to the Skyrim Civil War, obviously. And here we are entering High Hrothgar, a very nice place. Yeah, you should really check it out. Except you won't get anyone talking. And now we're gonna talk to Arngeir, so that way we can get the negotiation started.
We heard the Dragonren shout from here. I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying. We are not warriors.
You misunderstand our...
I see. The Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the grave... We will see if they still remember us.
And as you may have heard, we have to go talk to General Tullius of the Imperial Legion and Ulfric Stormcloak of the, well, obviously, Stormcloak Rebellion. And excuse me if I use the fast travel, because, personally, I don't want to have to walk to Solitude and Windhelm. It is very boring. Yeah, it's just dull. But of course, the scenery is nice. And we are right outside Palace of the Kings, which was constructed by
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
well, it was founded by a guy named Isgrimor after he came here from a very nice, very cold place called Admora.
All I ask.
Anyways, back to the game.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
And now we go
We've
talk to
intercepted
Jarl
couriers
Ulfric
from Solitude.
Stormcloak.
The Empire's putting a great
Only
deal
the
of
fool
pressure on the White
do I
Walk.
know you. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heaven. I have the... But I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to any peace council until I know Tullius will be there. I don't need you. But you're right. Yes. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's
And
against
now
us.
we will be talking to General
They
Tullius
know
of the
that.
Imperial
They
Legion.
all know that.
And interesting fact, the Empire was actually founded by a guy named Talos, or, as he is well known, Tiber Septim.
Heard they're
And
reforming the
he came to
Dawn
power
Vampire
by
hunters or
using a
something
shout.
in the old fort near Riften.
Yeah, you heard me. Using a shout. Now on to Solitude.
Spare some gold for a vet. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time. Been up to the Blue Palace around here, we're going to have a real problem. Even if it is filled with fops.
Are my men... Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? The Greybeards? Why, there's nothing to... They are... My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all fair enough. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Aldmer. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Planning an attack on
For
Whiterun.
all the good. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't.
Pine Moon Cave is down to the
That's not what my
southwest.
scouts report, sir.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius have agreed to go. What do you need?
And now, we will be heading back to High Hrothgar for the Peace Council. We'll see how this plays out.
So, I should not have agreed to host this Yes. But regret. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
And this is the council chambers. Here you have Alduin of the Aldemari Dominion. You have Jarl Balgruth of Whiterun. You have General Tullius. Jarl Elsif of, well, Solitude, obviously. You have Legate Ricka. You have Elmore Stonefist, who is the Chief Lieutenant of Jarl Stormcloak, Ulfric Stormcloak. Anyways, back to the meeting.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's, to think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to
We're here
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
I want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it have to do with a...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Sidgeir steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true son of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table.
Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. Falkreath will be turned over to Ulfric, and Dengir of Stoon will return as Jarl. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Dalmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Hey, did you say something?
You are familiar with the Dragonborn.
Did you need something?
Yes, I'm ready to do
Did
my
you
part.
need something?
Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing, cross-referencing this with Delphine's map. Don't you see? By calling the dragon with the... He's not compelled. Your voice I think it's very likely... indeed. Oda Ving. Winged snow hunter, as I read it. I'm afraid
there's one more thing.
A serious one.
We know about
I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
That's fine. And he's not just any dragon. He committed... until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry. Make your choice, Dragonborn. Here's the big picture. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn, and return to his old master.
Well, guys, that just about wraps up this episode of Skyrim. Well, if you want me to continue this series or move on to another game, please let me know in the comments below.
Do the right thing. Parthenax deserves to die.
And see you, and have a good night or day wherever you are.